What's good? What's good? This is Speaker the podcast. Hey, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Hey, I appreciate all the love and support of mi gente. I hope you're doing good. Take care of yourself physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, wherever you're at in your life, man. Take care of yourself, man. Yo, man. As a family man and taking care of my responsibilities as a man, as a father, as a son. One thing about life, man, especially when you got kids, if you make a promise, and I mean this respectfully, if you make a promise to your kids, you better keep it, man. So I had this little situation with my little young one, right? He's only 9 years old. He's really into this whole streaming stuff, you know. Back in the days, we didn't even know what streaming was, man. We went outside, my parents, hey, stop out. Go outside and play. You know, back in the days when you used to play outside, you had to worry about nothing, man. You could be up to 10, 11, 12, 1 o'clock, you pushing it. But when you out there, man, you just learning life. You know, I done busting myself riding bikes on the elbows, scraped my knees. You know, who didn't eat dirt? And I'm just playing, man. But, you know, a lot of things we did as kids, we went outside. We weren't in front of these computers and trying to play video games all day. And it wasn't us. It wasn't me. I'm a little bit older, you know, but young at heart. But so my little young one, right, going back to the subject, he's like, Dad, I want to be a streamer, a YouTube streamer, a gaming streamer. I was like, yeah, whatever. I said, all right, cool. Hey, I'm not the top person. I didn't tell him whatever. I just said, hey, yeah, you can do whatever you want, man. But he said, I need a computer. I said, oh, okay. He said, because, you know, when you do it, Dad, you know, you gotta do it live. I was like, okay, this kid knows too much, man. I'm gonna have to take his tablet away or something. So I met a few people, right? And they told me, man, there's some money involved with streaming, bro. You might want to give it a chance. And I was like, all right, maybe. So I went up to my son. I said, hey, I talked to, you know, a mutual friend. And he said that he could help us set you up and get you going to be a gamer and be into the streaming thing. There's not a specific time frame right now, but, you know, in due time, you know, we're gonna get you right. We're gonna get you right. He said, okay, Daddy. He went about his business. This little boy right here, yesterday, he said, hey, Daddy, remember when you promised me you gonna give me a computer, a hard drive to I said, I ain't promised nothing, little boy. What are you talking about? He said, 2 years ago, mind you, this was last month, y'all. He said, 2 years ago, Dad, you said that you gonna give me a computer so I could be a streamer. Everybody in the house was looking at him like, 2 years ago? Boy, you only 7 years old. What are you talking about? But I say this. Imagine if I would have said, I promise you. Can you imagine? He's still holding on, thinking in his little mind that I promised him something I never even promised, man. I said, hey, look, I will see, you know, in a few months, we'll see what happens, okay? He took that as a promise. So I say this to y'all, man. If you promise to your kids that you're going to do something, you better follow through, man. So when I think about the UFC, right, with Dana White being the daddy, if he promises his fighters, his kids, pretty much, hey, you won't get the next title shot. However, respectfully, you got to vacate your belt. Ilia Topuria, vacate the belt, cabrón. Déjalo, mira. Give it to us. You're not going to do nothing in division. Te cuesta un poquito. You're struggling to get that into that 145. Let's get you. How much you weigh? 180? No. See, let's get you to 155 Islam Makhachev, okay? And it don't look like that's a goal right now. And then this is the thing, man. Ilia was like, hey, you know, they promised me. And it reminded me of my little kid, bro. Like, can you imagine a grown man believing that the UFC is going to be hold up their bargain? Look, one thing I've learned over the years, man, if it's not written on paper, if it's not on a dotted line and with an X and a dotted line saying, I will get the next title shot for 155 with Islam Makhachev, I ain't vacated nothing, bro. This belt holds up some weight. It brings in some pay-per-view points. I need all my coins right now. And the fact that he vacated that belt, now it's up for grab for Diego and the homie Alex. He looking at it like, them dudes is about to fight. What about me? Damn, man. And you know how the 155 division is treating him right now? They're treating him like a stepchild right now. They're like, hey, atrás, back of the line, bro. Charles Oliveira said, hey, para atrás, just engaging, get back. Dustin Poirier, I don't know what's going on with Dustin Poirier. Can somebody let us know what's going on? He want to go out with a bang, and I think that should line up perfect with Ilia. I mean, go out with a bang, bro. You over here being too selective. But I get it, though. You know, you brought the company a lot of money. Your name, you know, holds a lot of weight. But however, Ilia's like, bro, he's in every Spanish outlet explaining himself in Spanish. Like, hey, Dana White me prometió esto. Vamos a hacer. No, mira, cálmate, bro. You should have known, bro. You should not vacate anything until it's on paper. Until you see your name on that dotted line and you signed over, you say, yes, we're going to make this happen. But the other side has to agree to it too. And I don't get Islam, man. He don't want to give him a shot talking about he got to work his way up. Wasn't Islam Makhachev complaining that nobody will give him a shot? That he had to go do this? So y'all complain too, bro. Look, you got two divas complaining back and forth about, hey, who should get the... Nah, bro. They did. Hey, if Ilia doesn't get the title shot, he vacated his belt, and they don't give him some opponent in a ranking. They did him filthy. They did him greasy, bro. They ain't even flipped the burger on the other side yet, bro. It's still kind of raw. You know, está todo rojo, todavía está bloody, bro. Like, flip it over, bro. Cook it. They ain't gonna let that man cook. They gonna let that man sit for another year. So can you imagine if Ilia sits down the entire year and you don't see him till 2026? Because think about it, right? Let's say Charles Oliveira gets a title shot, right? Islam Makhachev gave him a cool. And let's say, hypothetically speaking, you know what I'm saying? And Charles Oliveira wins. You think they're gonna line him up with Ilia? Hell no, they're not, man. They're gonna run it back with Islam. Oh my goodness, Ilia, man, what a bad choice. What a bad decision. Don't never believe the company. Look, you're not a box office seller as of yet. I think you will become that because, man, every time you say you're going to do something, you go out there and wipe the floor with these fighters. I was like, damn, not Max Holloway, bro. But, yo, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Did Ilia Topuria make a bad move vacating his belt and hoping that he was going to get the 155 title shot? Y'all let me know in the comments, man. But y'all do me a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Si te gusta lo que mira, press like. Share this video on your social media platforms. Drop a comment in the comment section. I'm always interacting with me. Hit the side. Hit the notification bell to get notified. Visit the website, r2drec.com. And always remember, have peace in your heart. Have faith. And never give up. All right. One. What's good? What's good? This is Stico. Hey, do me a favor, man. Somewhere on here, you get a chance to check out my other channel. I release all my music there. We have a lot of music coming out this year. Y'all definitely don't want to miss out. Do me a favor as well. Check out the website, r2drec.com. Purchase your merchandise. Let's keep this moving going. Thank you for all the love and support, and thank you for being patient with me. Hey, let's get it this year. All right. One.